Eddie the Magic Monk. Eddie the Magic Monk. Eddie the Magic Monk. Eddie the Magic Monk.
Hey guys, it's Eddie the Magic Monk. Today we're going to start talking about loops in Python, which is a very exciting subject. So what is a loop? Okay, basically let's talk about how we would do things in programming if loops didn't exist. So let's say that I wanted to print a number. Okay, so I'm going to print a number, let's say 3. Okay, and I click play. Okay, I click view the result and I've got 3. Okay, and let's say that I want to add a number to this. Okay, so let's say I've got print 3 plus 3, and that's 6. And then I want to print the next number, which is 3 plus 3 plus 3, which is 9. And then I have to keep going, don't I? Because you can see where I'm going with this. Okay, I'm just trying to write out the times tables for 3. And I've got to write all this random code. Okay, now with variables, it can get a bit easier. So if you guys remember from variables, let's say I've got x is 3, and I print x, and I can print x equals x plus 3, and I can print x again. Okay, so then what will that be? Because x is originally 3, I print it out, and then I add 3 to what is in x and put it in x again, and now I print out 6. So I can copy and paste this, and then it's going to be a little bit easier, but there's a lot of code here. Okay, and let's say that I suddenly change my mind and I want to display the times tables for 4. Okay, so I change this to 4. Okay, but then that doesn't make sense, so I have to change all of this. It's just too much work. Too much work. So that's why we need a quicker way of doing things. Instead of copying and pasting, let's teach you guys a better way. Okay, so the better way is, let's start with print a number 3. Okay, now let's say I want to repeat the following code 10 times. So by the way, if I haven't mentioned it already, this symbol here is the symbol for commenting, so this line won't be executed. It's just a comment so that you guys know what's going on. Okay, so I'm printing the following code 10 times. If I run this, it's still only going to print it once, but the Python code for making something repeat 10 times is called for loop. For a certain number of times, I'm going to repeat this. For x in the range of 0 to 10. Okay, so what this means is we've invented a new variable called x, and x is going to contain a number starting from 0, and it's going to repeat whatever is inside the for loop. It's going to finish running the code, and then it's going to add 1 to x, so x is going to be 1, and then it's going to run this again. And then x is going to be 2, and it's going to run this again. So it's basically looping through whatever is in here this many times. Okay, so if I run this code now, oops, forgot a little colon at the end. It's running this code 10 times. Okay, so let's say I also print something else just so you guys understand it. This is part of the code. Alright, so because these two lines are both underneath the for loop, indented underneath the for loop, this is going to be part of the code that's executed. Okay, so if I run this, it's going to run this 10 times. Okay, you can see that's about 10 times there. And then no more after that, 10 times. So that's what a for loop means. It's used when you know how many times you want to repeat something. So let's use this variable x. So instead of printing the number 3 out, I can print out x. Okay, and then I run this. So x is being printed. The first time x is equal to 0, and then x is 1, x is 2. It's going to follow the range that you give it here, and it's going to print out the number inside x. So let's get rid of this line. X is between 0 to 9. Okay, what if I want to print out 1 to 10? So let's just change that. And that will give us 1 to 10. So it's going to give us x between this number and this number, but it's not going to include the final number here. It's going to be 1 less than that. So if you put 12, let's put 13, then it'll go to 12. Okay, 1 to 12. Okay, so let's now use this to print out the times tables. Okay, so I'm going to say number equals input. Enter a number you would like to list the times table for. Okay, so if I run that, let me just make that a bit smaller because it's not word wrapping. Okay, enter a number you would like to list the times table for. So if I run this, all right, it'll ask me for a number. So let's put 5. Okay, nothing happens. But rather than just printing out x, I'm going to print out x times number. Now, a very important thing is you have to convert the number into an integer. Okay, so you can either do that here or you can do that here. So let's just do it here so it's cleaner. So I am putting all of this inside another bracket. Okay, putting it, I'll scroll to the right a bit so you can see it. So I'm putting all of this input command inside another bracket, and I'm putting integer at the front. That will turn it into an integer, and then I can use it in the print statement. Okay, enter a number you would like to list the times table for. So let's say 6, and now it's listed 6, 12, 18, okay, all the way to 72, which is 6 times 12. Let's try that again. Enter a number, so let's say 5, okay, or whatever you want. So there's the times table generator. All right, so hopefully you learned how to use a for loop today. See you guys next time.
Thanks for watching, guys. See you next time.